straight from your house. He's the one. The king of. Oh, he's groovy and never groovy. You can't get this from an egg. The sensation of your screen. The show that makes you scream. Say it with him, folks. Mr. Antenna's TV Show.
Seconds. Can you hear me talk?
You'll need to turn down the music.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay, how's that? Can you hear me now? I guess I gotta keep talking.
Yeah. The mic is still really quiet. Is it set to the correct mic?
God damn it.
On the,
I was about to say, we did that switch thing for the thing. What was that in? It's going high enough. Where was that? The Windows editor?
yeah, it's like
God
a
damn
volume
it.
mixer. We can fix it by just turning down the music.
Then the whole thing will be low.
Or, do the little three dots by the mic thing. And then, filters. I think it's filters that we have it on. And then, gain. And then set that to 0. Or 1. 1 is fine. Either way. Up, 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 up. Let's see, that should be a little better, probably. Oh well. Yeah, the easiest way is to. Was it manage sound devices? No, that was back then. Sorry. Yeah, the easiest way is just to go in here and do the 3 dots.
I just
and
did
then
that.
do filters. And then it's gain.
Yeah, we just did that.
I know. This is the way you can tweak it through here on. And then you can just pull the gain up to 2. And that'll raise the volume.
How's that?
That sounds okay. Yeah. Hoi hoi! Hello, lady in pixel.
Alright, we're gonna start with Pixel today since they're already here. If we finish up everyone, I'll either do Melissa's or I'll do some pens.
Hi, shyiplier. How's it going?
Shy, I think they are.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Shy. Pixel got here first. You'll be next.
You asks you what music is this?
I don't know. It's like I wanted to play the Deltarune soundtrack, but it wasn't playing fair. So it says it's Me Home's Tomodachi Life. This is like Nintendo music, basically. Lo-fi Nintendo music. Usually that's what I play, because 1, it's lo-fi and less distraction because it's meant to be background music, and 2, I don't have to necessarily risk it being AI, which apparently a lot of lo-fi channels are, so I would rather not do that.
That seems a bit silly, like, especially lo-fi. Like, I guess I just don't want to do any work at all.
Yeah, lo-fi channels are actually fairly popular. People use them to sleep now and things.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I would totally hide some kind of ARG fucking jump scare in one. But that's me, I guess.
Mischief.
I'll, like, put a secret message in there. And then we have to leave sleep and hear it and be like, don't hear that? And then maybe re-upload it under the same title. I don't know.
It would be fun.
Have 2 uploaded under the same title on 2 different channels, same thing with just like a slight spacing difference in the titles or the names of the person.
To start hiding the differences, make a full message.
Yeah, that's what I'd do if I was doing that shit. But no, people just put up, you know, basic lo-fi AI music so people can listen to it on. This one's a radio, even though it doesn't go like forever. But you could just put up a radio and get in that ad money, and people are asleep anyway. They're not gonna fucking care. So.
Oh yeah.
I listen to podcasts to sleep.
The Panda Man, that's one of the things he does. He has a second channel, right? And so he just has that up and has like the ad amount cranked all the way up because people either leave it on their second monitor and aren't paying attention or have turbo. And the way turbo works, you still count people as being there and listening to the ad even if they have turbo, so they don't get the ads. And so just people go on there with turbo and then he just rakes in money.
I mean, it's his videos, so.
Yeah, it's his stuff. So.
And people need shit to watch. It's basically just like people watching compilation videos on YouTube anyway, so.
At this point, it's getting closer to just raw TV.
Yeah, basically.
With all the ads and everything.
That's why I have ad block. I
Yeah.
ain't putting up with that shit. Plus, like, my ADHD, if I have to go over and click to... Man, I was watching on my phone where I don't have ad block. Because I don't really watch a lot of shit on my phone. And I was skipping through this guy's advertisement on his channel because he's got to shill something. Which, no shame, get you the money. But immediately it gave me an ad as soon as I skipped past it. And I was like, I just skipped past an ad in the video to get an ad outside the video.
Yeah. It's getting, like, the ads are so invasive, but they're not supporting anything. Like, they're so all over the place, but, like, the creators aren't getting paid. Supposedly the companies aren't making money, partly because of all the executives and everything, but, like, so they're claiming they're not making money and they just have to do more ads and all this other stuff. It's like, well then where is all this money fucking going?
I actually, like, I guess it's subscribe, the thing where you give money on YouTube per video or whatever, or
Yeah.
per month.
Yeah.
I gave one of the people I watched like $3 a month because like I knew YouTube wasn't treating them good and their advertisers weren't treating them good because they cover news stuff and they're about the only news thing I can even stand to watch anymore. So I was like, you know what, you guys have $3 a month. Sounds like the world's fucking killing you.
Yeah. That's true.
I did $3 a month even though I only had to do $1 a month to oh, what's her name? I'm so bad at advertising her. She's in my subscriptions.
The cute lady that does the...
That talks about adult games, yeah. Amelie Dory. Ameliedore. She does great videos about ecchi games, hentai games, and oh yeah, I don't have it up. Damn, I got nothing up today. I'm gonna have to close this to get to it. I forgot.
Oh.
I only stream once a week or two. It should be up now. I think.
Yeah, once you launched it, it's ready.
Okay, so now it should work. Let's open everything back up. And my bud tablet. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, you're my best bud. Yep, there it goes.
I still want a Tamagotchi.
I know, right?
I especially want it because I want to be able to customize it. Like, put a little Mel in it. It kind of bugs me, just a tiny bit, having something on a stream that I didn't design myself. I don't know, because then it feels like people are coming for that instead of me.
Oh, the little well, it's just,
I know it's not like that, like, they're coming to a stream for me, but I don't know, I just wish... I prefer to, like, make everything that's up here.
Yeah, yeah.
Just period.
Because you want it all to be your art.
Even if it's not that good. Because then if people are like, oh, I love that thing, it's gonna be something someone else made and not mine. It's the same reason why if a text post I post gets a bunch of notes, sometimes I'll just delete it. Because I hate seeing all these notes of people getting, you know, like, interacting with something I didn't draw. And that makes me a little upset.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, it's petty, and I know it's petty. At least I'm not hurting anyone with it except myself, but if I'm gonna see, like, notes and stuff, I want it to be about stuff I drew. Even if it's my own opinions, I'd rather it be about stuff I drew.
That's fair. Like, nowadays, part of the game is interaction, I suppose. And that's really what this is about. Like, this is just... The little RPG thing literally just makes it so that people are interacting in chat, which is a big stats driver.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it also means that they're paying attention.
I don't think it's annoying. I just, it's just my mindset with that stuff.
Oh, I just meant that that's part of the system at all.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that system's annoying, no matter what. I would much rather have something that is like a Tamagotchi, and I could put my own character into it, and people could interact with it, and then we could all be like, hee hee hee, look at the creature.
Yeah.
You know, like, I could put Easter eggs in it or something. For people who have been here a long time.
Like, I know with the fishing game you can add, like, custom things that people can fish up. I'm really surprised that there's
put
not a
me in there.
Tamagotchi. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a Tamagotchi so fucking bad. I'm gonna have to make it myself. I can't program.
I wonder if there's like, I'll have to look after stream to see if there's like a Tamagotchi that you can customize kind of thing. Because
Might be one on Itch.io.
The only one I ever knew about was the Buff Pup one, and they're like, no customizing, it's all our code and blah blah blah. Like it is locked down, or at least it was. I obviously haven't watched Buff Pup in some time.
Alright, drink.
Do you have drink? I'll refill your drink when
I
it's
got
done.
it. It's not empty yet.
Okay.
It is. I rather have something I made.
Yeah, I understand.
That's why I can never understand people like stealing art and stuff, or even posting the AI stuff. Like, I can kind of see it in the sense of like money.
Yeah.
But I cannot see it like most people who are like stealing art or posting AI stuff are probably just like regular ass fuckers who just want like attention and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like you're not getting attention for something you did. You're getting attention for something you didn't do. How does that not like crush you?
The attention's the point. So it doesn't really matter how they get it. I mean, just think of like the Bint, Stock, and Mindy.
Yeah, sure.
Minty. Like that is literally just the point. She just wants attention.
I can't understand that. I love attention for my art and stuff like that, even if it's bad. Like, constructive criticism is also welcome. I will cry, but I'll get over it. But I can't, I would hate getting attention for something I didn't work on. There's in the Miku game with the group that's the actual Vocaloid producers, there's the, frustrated artist who cries in art class, who's of course, I can't even choose a favorite in that group. I was gonna say, of course, my favorite. They're all great. She was looking at, like, stuff while she was posting in her, like, Origins thing. And she was like, my art barely gets any likes, but this selfie got so many likes, I could take a better selfie than that. And she does, and she starts getting likes for it and stuff like that. And she does more, and she starts getting more likes. Because, like, selfies of a pretty teenage girl, of course that gets a lot of likes.
Yep.
But her art doesn't get any more likes. People aren't looking at her art along with the selfies. So, hearing those bleeps on her phone started to, like, just make her upset.
Yeah.
And she eventually, like, couldn't stand it. And I 100% feel that. I can't stand, like, getting a bunch of interaction on something I didn't do. It just makes me upset. It feels like it devalues your own content to me. Even though that's not what they're doing, but that's, like, what they're seeing.
I think so there is kind of the thing of, like, any news is good news and that kind of stuff, where, like, just any notice at all is good, but now everything is so segmented, there's a lot less likelihood of that turnover. Like, even just, in a few years, like that Merriweather person that was like, I put all my stuff up on the hentai sites because I figured even if just a percentage of people came to look for the actual thing, I'd get so many people coming in. And there's a lot less of that now. There's a lot less of that transfer.
I do think fan art and stuff helps. I will, like, I always do I always champion fan art. I think it does help people find your stuff because they're going to be searching for that. And I have found so many artists who just did fan art of a thing I happen to be into and stuck with them. Because I don't unfollow artists. If I followed you, it's because your art's good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to follow someone just because they draw what I like and their art or content isn't good. But all art is good, so I probably followed them anyway. All art good.
Gotta find somebody that draws the pathetic jacks just the way you like them.
I can't see myself simping over Jax. I can see myself drawing Jax do a bunch of stupid shit.
Like getting bullied.
Yeah, like that's fun. I'm not simping over him, but drawing him just getting like the shit kicked out of him emotionally.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Honestly, I'm always up for that shit, no matter what the character is. A pathetic man getting his comeuppance. I didn't even like him until like the what was this one? The 4th or the 5th?
5th, I think. I think it's the
this
5th.
one and the last one, and then like because before he was just a jerk, and he really didn't get much comeuppance besides getting tied up. And if you're just a character who's a jerk, you're not entertaining to me because you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
But now he's like becoming vulnerable and hurting emotionally, and that is very entertaining for me.
Haha, you're vegan now.
Haha, your hurt's so pretty. So while I don't think I'd simp for Jax in any way, I did order the plushie, which is being shipped. It'll be here around July 4th. I totally could see drawing more shit of him. I won't be like, oh, my Blorbo. I'll be like, I'm gonna hurt this man. That's the same thing, right?
Same diff, right? The fanfic authorification of the character.
I love a good pathetic man.
You've heard of Blorbo, now get ready for fanfic authors.
I think that's just what Blorbo is anyway, though. Does Blorbo not include a character you like to torture? I would think that would be exactly what a Blorbo is for me.
Well, some people like to put their Blorbos in situations, and sometimes those situations are horrible.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on the author.
Do y'all not torture your favorite characters? That's exactly what I do. I wish I did it better.
She strives for more torment.
Yeah, I'm really not that good at it. It always comes out good in the end. It's the same reason, like, how I was gonna file off the serial numbers on that Little Nightmares AU I was doing and make its own thing with yokai and priests and hookers. But, like, I couldn't do it because I couldn't make my own hate mance. I can only do store-bought.
Oh, so Blorbo is a term that, what, you would say
It
that's
was
probably
from Tumblr.
Tumblr?
Yeah, it's from Tumblr. It's like your favorite character, the character you're obsessed with, stuff like that. It's something you rotate in your mind.
And they're not necessarily like a main character, they're just
Oh,
a
they are
character.
usually not a main character.
There's like the meme of like shoving all the main characters aside and be like, that one, that's the one I care about.
It's like Oshi.
Yeah. It's like
No, Oshi is usually like your favorite out of a group, whereas Blorbo is like a guy.
I'd say it's like Blorbo is like Oshi but shitter. Like if your Oshi came from Temu.
Here we go, I found a picture of it. This is a Blorbo.
Yeah.
That's a Blorbo.
It's just the little creature that's your favorite.
It's the character that you fucking love. Not necessarily because they're good or anything. Not necessarily because they're well written, though you will find reasons for them to be well written. I will tell you that. Or you will make well writing.
It's just that they're
But you are obsessed with this motherfucker. And you're not gonna stop. Oh wait, here's another good one. I don't really get Blorbos, but I do get ships. This is... So maybe Jax is a Blorbo. I don't know, I just like watching, pathetic men get hurt. That's just... I don't even think this necessarily includes Jax, he just hit the thing with me.
You just like seeing him defeated.
It's the same with, how I was like, Sam Winchester hurts so pretty. It's the only thing I like to watch him do.
True.
Get hurt.
The Winchesters, tormented beyond all reason. Wife.
Yay! God, I was watching someone talking about that, because we were watching the Charmed thing, and how, the person I watched who reviewed... There's a person online who reviewed, like, all the Charmed seasons, and it's like a 9-hour video, but you can watch them individually, but it's such a good watch. I've never watched Charmed, by the way. Her shit is just so fucking funny. She also does, Baywatching. Those are also great. But she's, doing the new Charmed reboot, which she had to stop watching because it got so shit in its second season. And it is just so much fun to hear her talk about this shit. I even forgot where I was going. I was just having fun talking about that shit.
Just literally, she did talk about...
That's
like,
it. Allison Pregler.
Yeah.
Is she married to Phaelus? I have no idea. I think they're married.
I think they're married?
I originally started watching Phaelus.
Yeah.
But I found her, and now I watch her more than him, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the McElroy brothers, cause they were like huge for a while there, and I had heard of them and I had just absorbed none of their media whatsoever. But you know what media I had absorbed? I listened to Sawbones, which is one of them with his wife. So I knew his wife but nothing
literally
else
it.
about this incredibly popular group of brothers. I knew they did My Brother and Me, but I never listened to it. I think I saw an animatic once.
She knew they existed. It was like, oh, hey,
Yeah, because one's married to the podcast lady I like.
that's the husband of this cool lady. They're one of the most famous people online. Husband.
But yeah, when she did live shows, like everyone would cheer for her and not him. I have been watching that long enough for them to have their child, to hear that child making goo goo gaga noises in the fucking background, and then have their child fucking lead one of their episodes.
Which was adorable.
That was so, oh my god, I wish she'd do more of that, but I wouldn't want to like force her to. She was so well spoken too. Which makes sense, because her parents are like a doctor and a podcaster. Charlie,
Yeah.
she's so cute.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be one of those like annoying aunts who's like, I've known you since you were a little baby.
I heard you grew up.
It's just, it's nice. I hope they're growing up real well.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like they have pretty caring parents. Or at least the facade they show us anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real. I'm not gonna be
Alright.
called out if they pull something stupid.
Not my place to check.
They're pretty, like, well known. I imagine, like, if they were to do something, someone would catch on.
I would assume.
Maybe.
But you
I don't
never
know.
know.
You never know.
These
thank you,
days,
Pixel.
you never know.
You get licked.
Get licked, nerd.
Yeah, get licked, Pixel.
Eh. What was it? There, you know, there's always VTuber contrivances, big controversies and stuff.
Days without a VTuber getting canceled.
There's literally that one guy that just made the joke of just every so often posting days, like one more VTuber down kind of thing, right?
Yep.
And like, you know, some people were trying to do like, this is just, you know, cancel culture, woke mob, blah blah blah. Our streamer's actually fine. It's like your streamer has a thing for 88 bits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And they're like, no, see, they're just, you know, they make the haha shock, you know, shock you jokes.
Do we have to do Hitler shocky jokes?
And it's like, they're not alt-right, but, you know,
That's
right on
alt-right
the edge.
bullshit. Don't even, no.
Yeah, they're
That's
not,
Schrodinger's alt-right. Haha,
Yeah.
am I doing it for the lulz, or am I actually a piece of trash?
yeah, well,
Guess what? When you joke about being a piece of trash, you're a piece of trash.
you know, compared to the actual alt-right VTuber, they're not as alt-righty, which is a sentence that I had to utter. But, comma, they're like, they tried to be like, no, see, they're just doing the cringe jokes, cause, you know, upset you, Snowflake, and everyone's just like, blocked.
Man, and here I felt nervous when I was talking about how, like, time travel, you gotta be antsy about it, because I was using the example of how the Holocaust made eugenics a bad word to people, neither of which I had to constantly repeat. The Holocaust is also not good. Eugenics is also not good. But I don't know necessarily if it's safe to go stop the Holocaust, because it might make eugenics just keep going and get worse later.
Yeah.
That was the entirety of it. I would still probably stop the Holocaust anyway, because I think that future is not necessarily worth arguing, but that is a potential problem. And I was like, oh great, someone's gonna clip that and be like, Melodies likes the Holocaust or something like that. But these people are just pulling this out of, like, just being like, yeah, I'm a Nazi or something like that. It's like,
Yeah, you know,
why do I even worry?
like,
I was just talking about theoretically, we do not know what might change if we stop something bad.
you know, some of these, like, oh, we'll put our, you know, tell them to put their bed down in Minecraft or things like that, and then, like, they'll go through all this effort, and then these other people are just like, I'm gonna literally just have alt-right stuff all over my everything. Hi, Doom!
What does putting your bed down in Minecraft do?
It explodes, and you die.
Oh, in the nether. Oh.
Yes.
I know that much. But not just putting your bed down, right?
No, I mean, it depends on the mods.
Let's put your bed together in Minecraft.
Yeah, don't
I have
do it.
never played Minecraft.
It's true. She hasn't.
I have somehow managed.
We don't know how.
I should make it like a stream goal. Melody goes plays Minecraft or some shit.
Make her craft mines.
For me, I feel like it would be boring.
Probably.
And that's not mean to Minecraft. That's just not my bag in general.
Why your grandfather moved to Argentina. Yeah, that's a good description of it.
Yeah. But, like, I felt nervous about that. Even while talking about it, I was constantly, like, double being like, no, the Holocaust is still bad, y'all. It happened and it's bad. And I was constantly saying that over and over again. But now and I was just doing, like, a theoretical thing about, like, how time travel can potentially hurt other things. And I felt nervous. I was like, please don't clip this out of context. Please don't clip this out of context.
I am reminded again of just the Wolfenstein game coming out and people being like, oh, so we got woke games now where you have to kill Nazis.
Yes!
And it's just like, what?
Yeah, this is a very Punch Nazi pro channel. Be gay, do crime, punch Nazis.
Explores her nethers live on stream.
Hey! That sounds like what my husband would call it.
Yeah.
I downloaded Peak to play with my sister. Maybe I'll play that with my husband sometime.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I should get that.
I probably wouldn't play it on stream because she probably wants to talk about like personal stuff.
Yeah, but we could play it.
Yeah, we could play it sometime. I would be up for that. I like how, one reason I don't like playing multiplayer games is because, I can, like, disappoint people. I don't want to disappoint people.
This one's designed around doing stupid shit.
Yeah, even if it's, like, designed to fuck up, it still makes me nervous. So, I, didn't really, like... I played, what was it, the one you play, Warframe?
Yeah. And
a person showed up and I about had a panic attack. Because I'm just so nervous about disappointing people in team stuff in general. So it's gotta either be games... I'd like sometime also to play with Minty, this drawing game too, which is really cute.
Yeah.
I'd like to potentially maybe get some more artists on that, but maybe I'll just do a trial run with Minty and then maybe we can both invite more people that we know. But I'm always worried about disappointing people and I don't want to do that. And it's a stressor for me. I only want to disappoint myself in video games. Hell, I'm antsy about streaming video games in general because I'm worried I'm look pathetic as shit.
That's my
I used to be very bad at video games. I'm pretty good now, I think. And average.
I think you're good. Depends on the game, too.
Rhythm games.
Rhythm games. Wife, I mediocre at games. Also, wife fucking powers through a rhythm game like there's no goddamn tomorrow.
I want to, at some point, do a little comic. Because everyone's doing comics where the heart is now its own character. With Chris. During that fight with Tenno where you have to like play all the games in succession and jump around to them. And it'd be like, oh, I got hit with fire! Oh, I can't shoot anything! Oh, this, oh, that! And then the rhythm goes up and it's like... And he'd like, Chris gotta look at the fucking heart and be like, and I would just be like, I play, Miku games. A lot.
Chris looking at the heart. Where the f was that in all the other games?
I do like how Chris is now blaming the character for sucking. That's pretty funny.
I like the
and justified.
No, just literally the will you lock the fuck in.
Yeah. I agree. Can't I just lock the fuck in? I still made it though, and I don't think I died. Well, I died like at the places you're supposed to die. More or less, I think. I don't, because I streamed it, and I don't believe I died during the stream, and I didn't stream 4, and I did not die during 4, so I don't think I died during the new chapters.
Yeah. Powerful way.
I could see if I was doing some bullshit, like testing my shit, but I'm actually a pretty cautious player in general.
You gotta test yourself.
I don't wanna.
Test your powers.
I don't wanna! I wanna enjoy the stupid story. Well, I did die once, because I killed myself in that little game you can play to get the weird quote-unquote route, because I refused to kill monsters.
That's true. Does that count as dying, though?
I don't think, the weird routes, as far as I can tell, and this is not spoilers, this is just a discussion of how they work, they do not change necessarily, like, depending on if you kill people or don't kill people, even in the main game. I don't think that actually changes the plot besides extra things. The regular plot still goes.
Okay.
But it can affect side stuff. Like if you kill everyone in chapter 2, Queenie will come in and be like, wow, there's no one the fuck here.
That's funny.
And the weird roots are technically not tied to killing people at all for the most part.
Yeah.
If I can remember correctly. You can do them all while being pacifist. And I imagine, like, they will have some big turns later on. But they, as far as I can tell, do not have a huge effect on just the main story going through. So if you want or do not want to do the weird roots, you are fully safe either way, as far as I can tell.
But you also get to freeze Birdly, and that's hilarious.
That one does have some changes, like...
Yeah.
I think it will change the story, but it does bring up some more options to do later. And you can even, like, you can back out of it at any point, which I do like. Alright, so now we'll do Shy, because they showed up.
Dead. Oh yeah, Dead is Disco. Isn't that the fighting game? It's like a rhythm fighting game.
I could maybe do it. I'm actually fairly decent at rhythm games now. I used to actually be complete crap. That was the only type of game I got good at.
I was over here like, get good, Puppet Man, and I'm like, I'm not good at these!
Have you played any rhythm games on stream?
No, I have not.
Sometimes I know they have, like, side things in them, rhythm games.
I think I might have played Crypto the Necrodancer.
Crypto the Necrodancer was too much going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can do a rhythm game, and I can do an RPG. I cannot do both at once.
Yeah.
My brain does not process that fast.
For me, it fit the same niche as, like, Patapon, where, like, you're doing a rhythm game, but there's also a bunch more shit going on, and, Patapon I can handle. Crypto the Necrodancer I was awful at.
Nope. I hit something. I think it was my, nail polish. I gotta move all my nail polish off, too. I am a mess. Maybe I'll clean it a bit Monday.
Ah, man.
Shoo!
Now you're a man. Man, man, man. Yippee! Rhythm beat 'em up that uses the sound. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is the one I'm thinking of. It looked pretty good. It was certainly neat.
I thankfully know which one is Angel Dust. I did not know the name of the other guy. I do not watch Hell of a Boss, I'm sorry. My sister does.
I don't.
Wait, this isn't Hell Boss, this is the other one. This is the hotel one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully I know one of them, so I know which one to do which.
Yeah. Oh, Husker's the one with the voice that you're like, why is that?
Yeah,
attached
I
to
was
this
like, why is
Muppet
that
character?
hot voice on the, like, potentially one of the worst designed characters in this whole fucking series? I hate the character design in this, I'm sorry. It just is. It not only does not appeal to me, it goes the opposite way.
This does not spark joy.
It kind of offends me, honestly.
Wife points at Has-Been, this does not spark joy.
And again, like, that's not the actual series' fault. I have preferences. Getting a little hot with these on. Ugh. Also, the main character chick can't sing. I'm sorry. We hear their songs sometimes on his Spotify, and I'm like, why is she singing? Can't they get, like, a stand-in singer for her? She can't sing.
Yeah.
I can't sing either. That's why I don't sing. You can get voice actors and singers.
Man, yeah, realistically, like, some people are voice actors, and that is their thing. And it is two different skill sets.
It is.
And some do not accept that.
I mean, like, Ariel and Jasmine both had dedicated sing voice actors, like, for their songs and stuff like that. They weren't the same as the voice actresses.
Yeah.
And one of them ended up on Rhapsody Kids.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that was that horrible Christmas CGI one.
Oh.
Yeah, that had somehow Mark Hamill and the singing voice for Ariel and Beauty from Beauty and the Beast.
Hey, Jack.
It was like a big scam. Like, this guy he basically gave his life savings for it. And it showed once on UPN and never showed again.
Ouch.
And it's kind of good, but people found it later. It is fascinating. It's a real shame, because, like, the person who made it seemed to really care about it, which was sad. Like, it's always sad when someone, like, because they apparently, like, they saw the final, like, animation, like, a week before it was to go out.
Aw.
It was just people who were getting scammed and didn't realize they were getting scammed, and it's a real shame, honestly.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, this guy's voice is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
But oh my god, that looks like a fucking Sparkle Dog from, like, Zim era DeviantArt. I'm sorry.
He looks like a Sparkle Dog, not the rest of the characters.
I actually don't mind their design aside from their weird ass head. It's like someone went to, like, had a character that had a decent design and just stuck their finger on the top of it and went, like, right on the soft spot.
Calling them soft spot, baby.
Yeah! That's it, like, look at that! Why does it do that?
I always thought it was just because they look like they've been stretched out.
I don't know. Also, like, they barely look like a none of the characters look like the animals that they're supposed to be, or the creatures they're supposed to be. That bugs the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
As a monster fucker, you have monsters and you don't make them look like monsters.
Mm-hmm.
This pisses me off.
They don't look like creatures.
I watched a video where this guy was going over it, like, the character design. I was like, oh good, someone goes into, like, how bad the character design is. And, he started getting pissy, like, that, characters maybe, like, didn't look dangerous or scary enough, which is not my fucking complaint.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon. Like, it's a stylized cartoon. I don't even have a problem that they're thin. I wish there was more body variations amongst it. I thought, honestly, that short that they did with the fangirl was, like, the perfect body proportions for me. Though I guess in, like, their world, she's incredibly fucking fat.
Yeah.
She just looks normal to me. But, I was like, this is not the thing to complain about. They obviously have an aesthetic to go on. You should go to the fact that all the characters are incredibly over-designed with all their patterns and stuff like that. And the fact that they all have the same basic shape and body type. That if you put them in silhouette, you may not even be able to tell them apart.
Yeah, for me...
There's like 3 between them. You're lucky if you can even tell.
Yeah, for me it's the TF2 thing, where, like, the difference between TF2 and Overwatch is if I see something in TF2, I immediately know it's the medic. If I see something in Overwatch, there's like 8 characters that are all the same now. So, like, what's even the point?
Like, look at this guy. Does he need a hat, eyebrows that go off his head, lines on the eyebrows, heart-shaped, I guess those are more eyebrows, a heart in his ear, a tip on his ear, fur in his ear, a heart-shaped nose, dots on his stomach, a bow tie, wings, stripes on the wings, dots on the wings, stripes in the wings, dots on the stripes in the wings. Like, that's too busy. It's so busy.
I think he's supposed to be an owl.
If you, like, that's an owl?
I think. Let me look.
Oh my god, what? I thought he was just some kind of, like, goblin creature.
No, I think he's an owl.
He's a cat!
Oh, he's a cat.
This is like when they told me that Klinek was a duck. And I was like, he's a what? Oh my god. How is that a cat? I thought he was like the Jersey Devil or some shit.
I thought he was an owl. Yeah, I know that the twink is supposed to be a spider. That's why it's got extra limbs.
I kind of get that, because there's more legs. But then again, there's only 6 legs, which is...
not enough for a spider, I know. Wife literally coming unglued live
I'm
on
sorry!
screen.
The character designs are so fucking bad, y'all!
Like, okay.
Look, Cult of Lamb, I did not know Klinek was a fucking duck. I thought they were like a crane or an owl or like that whole fucking family. Apparently they're all fucking ducks. I could not fucking tell. But I could tell they were birds.
You know why they're a duck? They're the Tamagotchi with the face to the side.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that's
But
why.
Cult of Lamb's designs is also like purposely simplified for a lot of things because it's supposed to look kind of tribal.
Yeah. You know,
You can love the show. I'm sure it's a great show. I just do not like these character designs. I'm sorry. They bug me in so many ways.
Remember the There's that one, the one song that you like the song of, and the character singing that song is a snake, and they look like a snake.
Yeah, I think that's one that looks like a cobra, right?
Yep.
That one
Serpentius.
looks at least like their character.
Mhm.
Yeah, like what they're supposed to be.
Yep.
If, like, every time someone tells me one of these fuckers is some kind of animal or creature, and I'm like, they're a what?
Oh, okay, so the spider does have enough arms. They can just retract them. And
Well, then why do they have all?
because it's hard to animate that many arms.
Then just animate. I drew Leshy. My Leshy, I'd put it in the nude. My Leshy technically has a shit ton of arms. You know how I did this? Here are his main arms, and then under his clothes are little arms, like little caterpillar arms. There, I don't gotta animate art. I don't gotta draw arms. He still looks like a caterpillar because he's got the big long tail with the segments. I am so fucking... I'm sorry, this is my one big pet peeve. I'm sure it's lovely. Ugh. I like the bird mouse. The bird mouse make me laugh. Those are very obvious on purpose.
Yes, he is indeed a drug addict and a porn star.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Though I have, like, I don't know the fucking story, so I'm not gonna say it. I've been seeing videos pop up that's like, this is not a good way to do that. I don't know, so I'm not gonna weigh in on that, because I don't watch it.
I mean, they are in hell. It's not like they're supposed to be good people. That's one thing that does, like, they're not in heaven here. They're not good people. Although I do like that they have, like, the angels and the people in heaven are just fucking douchebags.
I mean, that's true, yeah. I always prefer angels to be worse than, like, devils in general, because to me, it's about conformity.
Yeah.
So it should... Freedom in usually, especially stories, because stories are usually made by artists and writers and stuff who object against conformity. So in my opinion, like, anything angelic should always be kind of worse because there's no agency. I think one of, honestly, like, the best interpretations of that is probably from, like, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and how heaven in that is basically just a tube of dopamine. I forget if it was VR or dopamine, but it was like you're just sitting there with that constantly pumped into you to feel good.
Yeah.
And that was nothing else. Whereas hell was just people still living a life. It basically worked the same as Earth, you're just now in hell. That is, like, how I think, like, all angel shit should be in general.
Some people say it's a problematic depiction of you. I mean, like...
I mean, if it is, I don't know, so...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna weigh in on that.
Yeah, I mean, like... Isn't that part of what the one that you saw the picture of the guy, like, bejazzling his fucking revolver? That's, like, his ex. And he's, like, a shitty, manipulative, like... Especially given that he's kind of a twink, the spider's kind of a twink. He comes off as, like, a shitty, manipulative boyfriend who's trying to keep his twink in line.
Wasn't it, like... I think I did read something that was like... I don't like that the person doesn't stand up for themselves and they need someone else to, like... The only way they get rid of a past, like, relationship is to have a new relationship, which is not really a good way to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just what I've heard. I agree with that in general. I don't know if it's in the fucking story.
But also, like, some people, like, not everybody's strong. Some people do need help.
But there is the argument that now you have a new person that if they live, you're back in the same place. So, though the person can help, you should not rely on them to get you out of relationships.
I think if you have the person, like, if you have the new person helping you grow, I think that's, like, good. And from what I understand, Husker does seem to be helping him grow.
Good for him.
So, like...
Is the moth the one with the XI?
That's the one that likes the Charlie lady.
The one I always see at Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Man, I saw a video of the guy who does the voice of one of the murder drones at a Hot Topic, and they had, like, gaslight district shit there, and I was like, I want that. It had more, stuff than we got at ours. I was jelly, honestly.
Gaslight district's fun. I hope they have stuff for that, too.
Yeah, like, the only complaint I've really seen about it was, like, it was kind of rushed, and I was like, of course it's rushed, it's a pilot.
It's pilot.
It's a pilot, bruh. All of these are gonna feel kind of rushed, because they're so short.
Meanwhile, Digital Circus.
I've really been enjoying Digital Circus. I was watching a review of the latest episode because I especially wanted to see all the little tidbits that were going on that I might have missed. And like, apparently some people were upset that it wasn't like an action show, but honestly, like, it was my favorite one in the whole fucking series so far, because like I liked seeing everyone. I watched it for, I like character interaction. I watched it for the character interaction and the silly places they go, and it was all character interaction and silly places they go. So it's my favorite one probably of the whole fucking set. Also, like, Zubul is now probably a woman I would date in real life. She sounds kind of hot.
And also, we called it. Lloyd did like Evil Pomni.
That's okay. I liked Evil Jax, and I kind of want them to peg Jax in the maid dress. I want them to be like a Fluttershy Dom, where they're very, very nervous about everything, but they're still the Dom, and then the Jax is just the bratty sub who's constantly berating them about how bad a job they're doing. I'm gonna let that. When I was looking for pictures of the maid dress for the picture I was working on, I did some, like, I wanted to go look at all the schmears, because there's really good schmears. Those guys are like the best animators in CG, period, I think, right now. Indie or not, like, goddamn. It is just ridiculous. But when Jax, like, goes and is no longer a vegan and just eats the other one, when you look at it, like, frame by frame, you can actually see them, like, clipping into their own model like they were, like, in a video game.
Yeah.
Like, their jaw is, like, loosed up, like when you give a character, like, extreme ragdoll physics, and I thought that was funny.
I think, like, half that episode was just...
That episode is funny as shit. It definitely got some laughs out of me.
Yeah, it's just, like, having goofing around, and, I like the intermission, personally, but...
The intermission is just what's going through Paul's head all the time.
Yeah.
100%.
What do we even do? It's an intermission. You gotta have an intermission. That's how you recover brain cells.
I wish longer movies would have an intermission these days. Old movies do. If you watch, like, Gone with the Wind or Fiddler on the Roof, they have intermissions.
I mean, it's, given that they want to make them fucking 3 hours long, they should.
Have a good night.
Have a good. Thanks for stopping by. We had a lot of fun watching that.
Oh yeah, it was so cute. Slice of life animes are the worst kinds. Animes are my favorite.
You just have bad taste, that's all. Like, that was funny though. The good jokes in there. What do you mean it was bad?
I think they're like, if a movie is over for like hours, you should get an intermission in the middle. I'm sorry, that's my boomer take. You should get. They do it fucking plays.
Yeah.
You can take it off the DVD or whatever, or the streaming, because then you can just pause it whenever you want. But I think in the theater you should have an intermission. Maybe I have to pee.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm hungry. Who cares? I paid for this ticket. Give me an intermission.
Maybe this movie didn't need to be 4 hours long.
Oh, a lot of them do not. Wicked does, though. I'm gonna fight y'all on that.
I'm not sorry.
I'm gonna drag Paul to Wicked later this year, in August.
Things like Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, where they deliberately extended it to make it fucking long as hell, was unnecessary and annoying.
I know, like, Lord of the Rings is really big with people who love movies. It's like it was the thing that inspired Lindsay Ellis to go into stuff, but I don't really like fantasy, and I have a fascination with the visual parts of movies, but not necessarily the filmmaking part. So to me, it's just like, are we done yet? Which I'm sure is sacrilege to a lot of them, but it is just not in my brain set. It's like music. I can appreciate it, though, but I'm just like, okay, that was fun. I'm not going to do that again. Bye-bye.
Like, you know, with The Hobbit being in the 48 frames, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's really cool, and that was funny to see the struggles they had to deal with there, because obviously a lot of the makeup and costuming doesn't work in the higher fidelity, higher frame rate, because it all looks wonk. So basically it made it look like a telenovela, but set in fantasy land. which honestly would be pretty funny in and of itself. But, like...
Del Toro was originally going to do The Hobbit. I'm really sad we lost that, because at its core, Lord of the Rings is a hippie thing.
It is.
And I think it's a weird hippie thing, and I think Del Toro would have done a good job.
Mm-hmm. But, like, it didn't need to be 3 movies. Like, oh, we gotta do the trilogy. No, you don't.
Actually, that was before, well, for The Hobbit, no.
Yeah.
But before, like, it really wasn't a trilogy thing. Now it is.
Well, they started the trilogy thing.
God, I hope they don't do that with Wicked. You're gonna run out of shit to do.
No, I think they said it was only gonna be 2-parter.
Yeah. I mean, you're already, like, I hate to say it, because I've seen Wicked in theaters, like, actual theaters, I believe twice.
Mm-hmm.
The second half, and I think most people agree with me, is the worst part. Like, it is definitely the lesser of 2 parts, and I think a bunch of people who have avoided, like, the book and the actual theatrical show are gonna be kind of disappointed, honestly, unless they, like, add some shit. And it's a good thing they added a song, because there is, like, a lot less songs in the second half. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the first half.
I mean, he can do children's stories just fine.
Yeah, Hobbit is a children's story.
Like, Del Toro can do children's stories.
Oh, Del Toro, yeah. Oh, no. I loved his Pinocchio. He's got the Don Bluth view of, it's okay as long as it all turns out good in the end. Which based?
Torment the children. It's
Yay! The children deserve to be tormented. I'm sorry.
They yearn for the torment.
They yearn for the torment! Okay, think about it. What movies had more of an influence on you when you were a kid? Like, the ones where nothing bad happened, or the ones that traumatized you for the rest of your life?
Yes. Yay! It's trauma.
I also think kids are a lot stronger than we give them credit for.
And I grew up
You
with
blew up?
with you know, All Dogs Go to Heaven and stuff like that, so I'm not a good example of that.
That's Don Bluth.
Yeah. Speaking of, suffering is fine as long as it's happy.
I think as long as you don't have, like, people fucking or, like, open gore in movies, I think kids should be allowed to see it. They might be bored by some of it.
Mm.
I'm glad kids are seeing Wicked. I hope it, like, puts in them, like, fuck cops and...
Down with the man.
Down with the man, yeah. Let's go!
I hope it brings back, like, the physical action in movies.
I thought that was so fucking funny that there was a bunch of, like, anti-Wicked sentiment amongst conservatives for it being woke, but it wasn't that it's literally, like, fuck cops, the musical, especially for the first half. Second half, not so much. This is, again, a reason I think people are going to be a little disappointed. But, like, because it's called Wicked, or because they accidentally put the wrong, movie website on the box, who goes to a fucking website anymore, or because, like, it's got a black woman as the main character, or whatever, like...
It's evil and illegal.
No, it's not the, you know, police brutality and the, like, taking people away and fighting the man and your leader is stupid and you shouldn't listen to him. No, it's the fact that it's called Wicked. Mm-hmm. Which just goes to show, like, how separated from the actual content they're talking about is.
Del Toro's The Never-Ending Story. That would have been...
That would have been really good. He wants to do Mountains of Madness. Yay! He's doing a Frankenstein. Yeah. He was also wanting to do that, so I'm looking forward to that. Thankfully, it's getting a theatrical release. I'm excited. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
See, this character has a lot of details, but it's also black, so the details pop against the black, and it makes him look like a sign and stuff like that. So actually, I like the amount of details in this one compared to, like, the other guys. There's too many colors.
They look like
this one only has 3 colors. If you're gonna have a lot of details like that, you want to have very simple colors.
Yeah, they look like a bioluminescent fish.
Yeah, it looks good. Meanwhile, the guy that I'm like tracing over is like too much, bruh. He's too much.
I'm too much.
There is a way to do incredibly detailed characters. Not what they do.
Wife's just like, no.
Oh, you gotta bother me, sweetie.
Yeah.
You're gonna clicker at me.
No.
Aww. He's got a clicker now. He's trying to clicker train me, chat.
Yes.
Scared me. He hit me, chat.
With a piku hammer.
Domestical violence.
Domestic violence. Roda.
He is supposed to actually, like, randomly smack me and shit. I got chocolate on my arms! I just noticed when I stretched. I had a chocolate, and it was melty because it's hot outside. Don't ever me.
Wife is officially cute. News at 11.
I just wanted chocolate. It's Shark Week. I deserve chocolate.
Dancing with wine. That's gonna be
gonna make me have to pee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should refill your drink.
Alright.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I have a drink in the fridge. You can grab that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Got a Diet Conch. Well then I'll wash this and put it on the dry rack.
Good night, everybody. Fingerprints.
Yay. We watched the Istanbul with Constantinople music videos because we got to talking about They Might Be Giants. They are perhaps small. Her favorite band.
They count as a band?
They Might Be Giants? Yes. What do you mean are they a band? Of course
I mean, they're two guys, but they've cycled out their bands.
That's still a band.
I guess.
They're no longer a boy band.
They are a boy band. They're more like an old man band. They're not boys, that's for fucking sure.
Boys to antiques
They
over here.
started making music before I was even born. They're not a boy band. My dad liked them growing up.
They Might Be Giants, my wife's favorite 80s boy band.
He's not wrong. They're fun.
Yeah, they are.
I had to look it up. I was curious how many songs they go. It's unofficial, but they've potentially written between 800 and 1,000 songs. Hi, Julius.
Hey, Julius, how's it going?
Because we were listening some, and I didn't necessarily get into, like, because I didn't have kids, I didn't get into their children's songs. But they're still fun. And we were listening to them on Spotify, which, thinking back to it, was stupid because I have their Dial-A-Song app that does not have ads, and I could just listen to them there. I'm not gonna sing.
Darn it. I know.
I don't wanna. I just made fun of the chick from Melbus or whatever that can't sing.
Yeah, you can.
No,
There
I
you
can't.
go. You
I
can,
know I
chat.
can't sing, that's why I don't sing.
But you can, chat.
No, I can't.
Don't let her get away with it.
Singing is a skill. I do not have it.
And you're very skilled.
I have not practiced or done anything. I do think, like, most people can actually sing, like, if they train enough. Barring any, like, hindrances, I guess, voice-wise. I'm sure there's some more people who are apt at it growing up, but there's a lot, I imagine there's a lot of people who can just train to sing, and they'll be able to sing to a certain amount. Maybe not, like, amazing, but passable. I think you can train to do just about anything, honestly.
I think that there are physical limits on
Yeah.
some things, particularly that comes into play with instruments versus like singing. But yeah, I mean, by and large, it comes to Do you have the time and temperament?
That's why they used to just take people when they were like 2 and just train them as artists forever, and then when they were 21 they made the Michelangelo.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I have taken art history and that was the worst sentence I've ever said. Oh my god. I am so sorry to all my art teachers.
Everyone here who had to hear it.
They probably understood it better, but my old art teachers would be like, the Michelangelo melody! This is why you didn't do good in this class. I didn't do good in this class because I can't remember dates, I'm dyslexic! Hello!
The melody is very melody.
I'm grumpy because the red tide has come in and I am tired.
He's a non-merry melody today.
Yeah. It's probably dinner too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you want for dinner, Paul, after this?
I don't know. Did you have any particular cravings?
No, that's why I asked you, bitch!
Whoa, illegal.
Now you gotta decide, because I asked you.
Damn it. Meow.
Meow!
Chat, she's gonna freeze me and shatter me into little bloody chunks.
I'm gonna walk through the bloody chunklets.
The sentences we say here. We enrich each other's life. Or afterlife, whichever we're stuck in.
Those bitches in that show were fucking terrible, though.
Oh god, yeah. Like, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe somebody watched, like, what was it, 6 seasons of that?
These are our heroes. Are they?
I can't believe I watched fucking 9 seasons of Supernatural before I finally was like, nah.
My mom fucking power watched that shit.
Potentially, yeah, you are the only person. I'm so sorry.
Eh.
I should have stopped at 6, but I gave it the benefit of a doubt and let it play in the background while I did other things for a bit. And by 9, I was just like... Paul, have you played Night Rain?
No, I have not. Primarily because I know I suck ass at those kind of games. But it is a very cool game, and I think it's really neat.
Which one is that?
That is the new Elden Ring thing that came out. The one where you can...
I was wondering if it was the French one.
No, it's the one where you can do the 3-player co-op Elden Ring.
I would suck at all 3 players.
It's basically like what if Elden Ring was roguelike, because it is the DLC for Elden Ring. And
you made Julius mad. You have to die now.
I suck at those games, Julius. I'm bad at them.
You bad at it, Julius.
I stopped playing Dark Souls 3 because I sucked ass. I tried to fucking beat the first boss in Bloodborne with my bare hands because there was a bug, and I just assumed that I was suck ass.
That was my fault. I played so many horror games, I just assumed you didn't get a weapon.
I mean, like, it was a Dark Souls game. It was the first Dark Souls game that I'd played, so I just assumed that I sucked ass because there was a bug, and I was not given a starter weapon when you die the first time.
I mean, you do suck ass.
I did, and I did. I just assumed I was bad at game until I almost beat the first boss with my bare hands and then set it down before I got salty.
Julius is good at games. He doesn't understand our suffering. It's fighting rhythm games, Julius. I'll kick your ass in Miku. Let's go. 1v1v in Project Sekai, bitch.
I did watch the I watched the Panda Man play the first Berserker. That is a cool game. I think it's neat. Again, I would probably suck ass at it. Which, I mean, like, if y'all wanted to have a comedy stream of me just sucking and failing at Dark Souls games, that's pretty much what it would be.
1v1 me, bitch.
I do still need to get back into Warframe because I've added so much stuff and I want to see the boy band and all that, but I keep looking at it and being like, I should do this, and then go do something else.
I've been playing through Hades at the moment.
Yeah.
I have also been playing through a crap ton of demos.
Oh yeah.
Which I still have some waiting.
Yeah, I have 3 demos I need to play. One of which is the side scroller beat 'em up for Toxic Adventure.
Yeah.
And Toxic Adventures. That seems fun.
Alright. I have some games on my wish list I want to get. Like, I want to get the French game and stuff like that. There's a few on there I want to get, but there's nothing really I'm necessarily, like, looking... Well, I'm looking forward to the next Death Stranding, but I think that's pretty far off.
I did, that was the one thing that the Panda Man did yesterday, which was play, Borderlands 4, and,
I'll do this one first, because it's faster.
I have zero interest in Borderlands 4. Like,
I don't think Borderlands is a fun game to play to start with. I'm sorry, everybody. The looter shooter shit, I'm sorry, it's fucking boring. It bored the shit out of me.
I played it back in the day, and then 3 was 3. So I didn't really... there was zero interest there for me. And then, you know, they said, like, oh, it's gonna be way better. And watching him play, it looks like what 3 should have been, but also feels incredibly old.
I need more rewards than loot when I play a game. I'm sorry. I need, like, story. I need characters. And I find, like, I'm sure I would have found those characters funny 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 15. But now it's like, wow, this is annoying.
I mean, like, mechanics-wise, it looked greatly improved. So, hooray. But, you know, obviously they're not gonna give any of the story away early on, but
I have a reference for Lloyd. I need, like, his character model.
I didn't really think that anything would really catch my interest on that. Like, and like I said, it does look drastically improved. Even when like, streamer man, come play the early access of this thing to show it off at this event, and like, he's there at an event, and it's supposed to be a big thing, and it's the most Borderlands big thing reveal event I've ever seen. The microphone kept shitting the bucket all the time.
This'll work.
The, like, thing itself looked like a disaster, and he's sitting there on this preview thing, streaming the preview thing, and there's literally, like, a dude behind him holding a controller, like, waiting in line like it's the fucking Sega at Sears. And, like... What do you mean? This is like a huge streamer, man. You paid him a bunch of money to come here, and then you also have him in just like the public area taking up the line that other people are in. Jesus fuck. It was the most Borderlands event I've seen. Oh man.
Dude, like, I think it's because we have less of them, but they're getting fucking bad at events lately.
They really are.
Like, everybody.
So many.
It started with the Sega event, but it's got just progressively worse.
Mm-hmm. It's just bonkers to me, like, that, I mean, I know part of it is because game industry and a lot of those people aren't employed by those companies anymore, but dear God.
Who drew these original hands? They look horrible. Now I can't draw them because I'm basing them off this fucking shit.
Yaoi hands.
Nah, they're just wonky.
But, like, the knowledge of how to do events is just not there anymore. Come on, man, give us a Carney event or something. Like, make it fun. Oh, jealous.
My grandma's dead.
Jealous. That guy you watched earlier that was doing the ad read for the grocery store, and he's like, I made the chicken and stuff, and I'm like,
alright, Paul.
Oh,
see, he's food motivated, and I'm like, I guess I gotta eat.
I mean, yeah. Would you go kill the monster for a blowjob and soup? I mean, I already killed him on the way here, but hey, soup.
If I offered you a blowjob and soup, I feel like you'd be more excited about the soup.
No! I'd be excited for the blowjob.
You would, but it would be at the very least even.
I'm soup. I like soup. Good miso soup, man. He always looks at me funny when we go to the sushi, man. I'm like, miso soup.
Sushi man.
I could go there.
No, it's expensive. I'm even, I want to, like, put in for my tattoo, but after like having to spend all that money shipping and all the little things we bought lately, I feel guilty about it. I guess we are doing well and it doesn't matter, but my like personal guilt just shoots up if I buy too many things.
Yeah.
Ugh. What is too many? I don't know, but it's a number.
Whatever the guilt lies to me.
Yeah.
Yes, the Sushi Man sells soup. The Sushi Man is a place near us that you go in, you hand them money, and then you have unlimited food for the time span.
You can order as much as you want. It's a great way to try a bunch of little stuff.
Yes. It does also have a thingy where like you don't leave shit on the plate. Like don't leave leftovers. Like if you ordered a bunch of stuff and had like a heinous amount of leftovers, they'll do a little fine, basically. But otherwise, it's just like acquire food, the place. And it's great.
And like the portions aren't really that big, especially because we share it. So you get like, I want to try the gyoza. You get like 4 gyoza, 2 gyoza each. If you like that, you order more. If you didn't like that, you can eat 2 gyoza.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit.
It's good. It's a really nice place.
But it's also Sunday, so it'd probably be busy.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You go in, you get your hour, and you just chomp.
It's just nice to like eat a bunch of Asian food in general.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got more veggies and stuff than, you know, a lot of places you could go to eat. Here, not only in America, but in like
just in general.
Grain belt.
Drain belt?
The grain belt.
Yeah, but you said drain belt.
No, I said grain.
But yes.
It's like crazy expensive to like. We can go get a pizza for like $7 at Little Caesars, or even just like a huge one for 10 at Costco. But if we want to go to like Panera Bread or something that actually has like vegetables or shit that's good for you, you're spending at least $30 for both of us. Meanwhile, that $7 pizza lasts like 2 days.
Yeah.
So you eat pizza. Like, it kind of sucks, honestly. I want to eat better, but it costs money.
Yeah, and it's hard to find in some places.
Meanwhile, Sushi Man, you can eat all like the fish and the veggies and all that shit you want, which is nice. But again, it's pricey.
That's one thing that, so for those who don't know, because this is kind of a weird little factoid, 7-Eleven is actually owned by the Japanese 7-Eleven. It actually was so popular and made so much money in Japan that they bought their parent company, which was out of Texas. So 7-Eleven is now officially owned by Japanese 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
And they want to start expanding their Japanese-style 7-Elevens here in the States. You know, fresh food and veggies and those kind of things.
Whole meals.
So please, especially if you start bringing the cooking, I want
You're not going to be able to find a bunch of Asian, like, dinners in a 7-Eleven. It'd be nice, though. We have such an Asian population around here. That would actually be kind of nice.
Just get fucking onigiri there.
Yes.
Oh, man, these donuts are my favorite. Tell you, Bill, they're my favorite. But, like, yeah, so, and they said that, like, while they want to do that, part of the complication with it is just... Here in the States, the pipeline for getting fresh food and things like that is just not here.
The States are also way bigger than Japan, which is more self-sufficient than I think we give it credit for.
Oh, for sure.
Because they encourage to, like, get stuff here. Meanwhile, in America, we make corn, sell it to everybody so they can make corn syrup, cover everything, and make everything out of corn syrup and feed it to everyone. Done.
Deals.
Maybe there's beef.
Beef. Land's alive. Beef. But yes, Julius, I am highly food motivated, his wife says.
So food motivated. I like food, it's nice. What motivates me?
Art.
Being alone at home.
Art.
I'm not alone, I got mine. Art motivated.
Highly art motivated.
Toy motivated.
Yeah. Have you ever had good soup? Land's alive soup.
I don't really like soup. I like to be able to see what I'm putting in my mouth. I don't like it to be wet.
doesn't like soup because it's got hidden things in it.
Yeah, and it's wet.
Delicious. We have like rice and stuff, which I guess we could have more veggies in our rice.
We should get some.
Did you like it the time that I did the cucumbers in the rice?
Yeah, but water doesn't have shit in it. Now do it.
Water.
At least not shit I can, like, feel in my mouth.
Water can technically be people.
I can take things out of the soup and eat them. Just don't want them together.
Like, what's the one thing that's like, there's a non-zero amount of dead bodies in the ocean, which means we have a certain limit to how much water to dead body ratio there
As long
is.
as it's not on my spoon and touches my tongue, I'm fine, honestly. I forgot his mustache.
The ocean is just raw soup. Yes, there's ingredients in there and everything.
The earth is just soup. Actually, it's not. Water doesn't actually cover that much when you get, like, below the surface.
Mm.
Wet rock.
Ah, yes, the moist rock. Often words to use. Moist. Yes.
Apparently, if you play Megalovania in Deltarune Chapter 4 on the big old piano, Toby will come out with his little Tonka truck and fucking kill you.
Good.
And then it'll hit a sour note every time you try from then on. I, for a bit, wasn't even sure that was real. I thought maybe someone just did a video edit. No, he'll come at you with his little, like, red car, the little, like, toy ones, and just kill you. Kill your ass.
I love those. I love those. Just a little running joke of just Toby with the little fucking Tonka car. The little Tykes vehicle just runs you the fuck over.
It's so fucking cute. I wish I could get that tiny little Tykes vehicle from those
I know, right?
Gachapon, and then I would put a little Toby in it. I bet I could find it online.
Probably.
The little mini brands. Mini
Yeah.
grams. How many grams?
Oh yeah, I'll have to take a picture of the Jurassic Park one. Because I find that hilarious.
Holy freaking crap, it's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
It's like one of the things you get in there is you can get the little Barbasol can with the little DNA.
What the hell else is in there, come to think of it?
Like, it basically is a little set that makes it so you can make your own little dinosaur in the jar kind of deal.
Ah.
Which is just cute.
Cat.
Jurassic smart. Oh, man. Bart's gonna be mad that he wasn't here for that pun.
Kill him. This looks like ass. The picture he gave me looked like ass, so I'm not even mad.
ASMR.
The worst.
That's fair. You love me.
No.
Aw.
Yeah.
Eh.
No.
Ow.
I meant yeah as in yeah, I don't love you.
Now everyone's confused.
Good.
Chat's confused, I'm confused, all of China's confused. I'm not confused, I'm just making a unique.
I don't hate you.
I know.
Now be more confused.
Hey-yo. Their true power all along was emotion.
When I was younger, I read the book called Hidden Talents, where it was a reformatory school. Or what do they call it over in the States? When you're like juvenile hall. That's it.
Okay.
Like that kind of shit. It was that kind of shit for a bunch of like, it's the last spot for a bunch of really problem kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out, at the very least, all the kids that met in this book were not actually problem kids. All except for the main character had some level of psychic power. Like, one had pyrokinesis, and they thought he just liked setting fires. Like, one had, the thing where you can, like, throw things.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis, yeah. And they just thought he was violent. Stuff like that. There was a third one, but I forget what he could fucking do. One could see the future a bit, but he overreacted to it, so it always made him, like, fuck shit up and, like, try to catch things that weren't there and hit people and stuff like that.
He just had anxiety.
Yeah, really. And the main character for the longest time in this book thought that he didn't have a power at all, but he was like a pretty organized dude and stuff, so he just helped all the other guys. I distinctly remember them winning a pinball tournament too, which was fun. But near the end, the other guys had figured out what he had. He basically had, he was an empath. The thing is, he was an empath without knowing it, and basically entirely by accident got thoughts in his head about the things people felt the most uncomfortable about themselves or their biggest doubts and would just like pull that out of their ass and talk about it in a way that like hurt the shit out of them. So he was an empath for evil.
Yeah, so it's charmed.
Yeah. And to prove that, like, when he started to deny it, he did say something that he wouldn't even known about the guy. And, like, hit him right in the sad feels. And they're like, see? And he's like, oh, fuck, you did that for me to show me I'm an empath. And I thought that was a really cool way to do it. I remember rereading that book a lot when I was a kid, because I thought it was really an interesting way to do things.
That is.
But, like, you very rarely hear about, like, empaths for evil. But, like, it would make it really easy to be, like, a sociopath and, like, use people, you know. That was one thing. As soon as he figured it out, he was like, well, I could tell this person everything they want to hear, and they'd be totally satisfied. Like, you could be a real, you know, evil person about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't accidentally and just mean. He wasn't necessarily evil. He was just an asshole.
He'd just be a complete fuck ass.
He would do things like they had an English teacher, and while they were reading poetry, he said at one point, like, wouldn't it be really pathetic if, like, you spent your whole life writing poems and no one ever, like, saw them or read them because they're so shit? She had spent her life writing poetry and no one ever picked it up. Like, that was the kind of shit that happened throughout the whole story. Yeah. And that's why he was in juvie, because people thought he was being fucking mean.
They just thought he was a cunt.
He didn't know, though. Like, I think that's really interesting, too. He didn't know. He could just pull that ass out of, like, nowhere and just be like, here's your worst fucking thing anyone could someone say to you in your entire life. Have fun!
I would just destroy you on every conceivable level. Yay!
That and, like, Holes was, like, some of my favorite things to read as a kid.
I still have not actually, like, gone and read / watched Holes.
It's good, but it's definitely... I'm not gonna say it's for kids derogatory, but it's definitely for children. Like, it'll talk better. It will speak more to you as a child. 100%. But I think it's a good movie for kids to watch. Just in general. Talks about things like disenfranchised people, how the system can fuck you over, how it can use people, standing up for yourself, all that kind of shit. Empathy, keeping to your morals and how that can affect you otherwise, all that shit. Unhoused people, which is also cool to talk about as a kid, because like that's what the secondary character was.
Poor kids derogatory.
Well, there are 4 kids derogatory, and they're just ass because they don't care what children say. But I'd probably catch people in Pokemon. But there are things that are for kids. Good, but they're definitely for children. I've actually been disappointed by stuff. I was like, damn, I would really enjoy this if I was like a child. But I really can't now because I can't get my head into it. Monster High is like that for me. I was like, damn, this would be really entertaining to me if I wasn't a full-grown ass adult. It does. I just think it holds up better for younger readers. worse in general.
Hmm.
I don't think you, as a nearly 40-year-old man, would get as much out of it.
Hey.
You'd probably be like, well, that was well written, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is aimed at that for their audience. So
I know, right? I would have been so... That was the exact aesthetic I wanted as a kid. I was, like, when I was younger, Monster and stuff was mostly for boys and mostly gross out, which I'm still not into. I don't like gross out shit, but I love gore and creepy things and all that stuff. Even when I was younger, I was more into creepy instead of like horror because I was easily scared.
Oh.
I'm not scared by shit now.
Hey.
But like Monster High would have been so perfect for me. I still get tempted to get the dolls, but I'm like, I don't need this. I would want to mod it, and I don't know what I'd mod it for. I'm not good at modding, so...
All the things.
I don't really want to. Like, I don't need to get into another art program.
Fair.
If I had a set thing I wanted to do, I would. If I had a set doll I really liked, I would get it. If I had a set mod I wanted to do for it, I would do it. But I don't, so I'm not gonna.
That's a good plan.
This is the last 20. I'm pretty fast today.
Yeah.
I don't get to my list. Or maybe I'll just click out early because I don't want to.
I'll take a nap. Yeah.
I want food. We'll see. We'll see how much energy I got. We got plenty of time to do the rest of them. We've got only like 11 10s, and 10s take like 10 minutes and 120 or 40. Dubba 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 dubba.
Wow.
Dubba dubba dubba.
Wow.
Hopefully they don't look too ass.
They do not look at.
Y'all can't tell anyway.
They don't look at.
It's true.
2 cakes.
It's not 2 cakes. Y'all don't know anything.
Wife is good at drawing cake.
I am. So sometimes everyone's like, Narrator has hips, and I'm like, Narrator's a fucking skeleton and has no stomach. You end up with hips when your hip bones stick out. Uwin has hips because they're thick. Narrator has hips because he can't put on any fucking weight. Oh, he'll get better when he does, like, working himself in. No, he's gonna stay like that forever. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna give him a bit of tummy, that's all.
Assigned to toothpick by
Yeah.
artist.
As we should.
Intent is important. That's one thing that, like,
He's a god of death. I want him to look like a skeleton.
hey.
Yeah, he's got bones. That's a skeleton! That's bones!
That's one thing that, like, these, like, yeah, we're gonna committee the shit out of it. If you don't start with intent, you're never gonna get to an intent. And if you're just trying to, like, throw in whatever you can, it's just not gonna be a good time. And that's why we keep getting these, like, mid games that are just like, yeah, it's functional, I guess, but you didn't have any intent from the start, and it shows.
I still like people who do Narnder with different body types. I think it's fun. Mine is just a little skeleton little bitch boy, which needs to look pathetic and sad and wet.
Hey.
I always wanted to do Uwin finding that one that's like the really, really thick Narnder I've seen. And just going like, and just staring and then just touching their tummy. Super sized husband.
Insert joke about boning here.
I was in the Undertale fandom. No.
Illegal use of boning, 5-yard penalty.
I was talking to him today about, like, there was a bit of a dust-up about Toriel, because she's, like, drunk in the 4th chapter. And people are like, she's a bad mom. It's like, she got drunk once. And was maybe a little too loud while her kid was sleeping. She's a grown-ass woman with one kid in fucking college, the other kid hanging out with his friend. She's being stalked by her ex-husband. She just met a nice local guy. She's kind of fucking stressed. Let the woman drink.
Let her have a nice time.
She got a little too drunk and rowdy once. She's a fully working mom, technically a single mom, full-time job, a teacher. You know how hard it is to keep a job as a teacher if you're a bad person? Like, you do anything people dislike, it will kick you the fuck out. Everyone loves her. Susie loves her. She got drunk once and was too loud, and everyone's like, Toriel's a bad mom. No, fuck you.
There's a song for that. Do, 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 do. You're a cunt.
Let the woman drink. I liked her drunk. I thought she was cute. That was another thing, like, when Chris comes in and she is drunk, even drunk enough to, like, fall on the floor while she's dancing, she still made them food.
Yeah.
Chris was still fed.
Dinner's in the thing.
Let the woman drink. We stand hot drunk moms.
Yes. She's allowed to be a giant freaking goober, especially when comic relief is there to seduce her.
Especially when Ascor is there. Fuck. Yeah, I would also get drunk with Sans, I gotta admit. Sans is just a shorter you, so.
Exactly.
I'm also happy to have more Soriel, because I think Soriel is a cute couple.
Yes. It's the Jessica Rabbit. He makes me laugh.
Yeah. That's why I'm with you. Mm-hmm. I will continue to argue that I think humor is, like, essential for when you get together. You don't necessarily have to, like, laugh at everything together, but it kind of falls into, like, your moral grounds a bit. What you're willing to laugh at and what not. What's okay to be a joke and what's not. Mm-hmm. And I think it's, like, fairly essential. Even if it's just like, oh, honey, that's such a groaner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's still, like, important to them, to, like, a couple, period, in my opinion. And I will fight for that. I think you should have a relative sense of humor and shared morality.
I think so.
Doesn't need to be exact, but it needs to be somewhat.
Like, you know, while I do like the Jessica Rabbit joke, I do also say, like, if you can't make a person laugh, it shows that you're not really, like, interacting with them. There's something missing there.
Why aren't you having fun together?
Yeah.
That's fishnets, but this barely shows a leg. Maybe I'll shorten it. It's a long dress. Also, Sans is, like, new to town, and the other person who's an adult that she talks to is, Noelle's dad, and Noelle's dad was college friends with Asgore. That's how, like, they all met. So, of course, she's probably not going to be able to complain about Asgore to him. But you can complain with Sans.
Hey.
And this fucker just jumped out of a fucking bush with flowers at me after church. My children are there, so I can't yell at him.
Yeah.
Everyone says he's such a nice guy. He seems to be doing something evil, but I'm not really sure what. He did something to piss her off and leave, and it's not what happened in Undertale.
Oh, what do you mean goat milk has personality and complexity? Yeah, it's the rose quartz all over again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they'll draw her, like, getting rammed 5 ways to Sunday, but that, God forbid the woman drinks. I thought she was adorable. Honestly, like, chapter 4, especially like, around the end, is such a downer in a good way. And you, like, walk home in the rain with Susie. It's so depressing seeing, like, a character you love and know about no matter, like, who you are. Because I don't think anyone dislikes Toriel. Being with another character that some people love, Sans. And just having a nice night is so nice. Like, it really cheered me up at the end of that chapter. I saw it and I laughed and I, giggled, everything.
So anywho, I was going to try the Toxic Crusader demo, but I was like, you know what? Hold that off to the side for a second there. It's a good decision. Neat. There's a werewolf.
No! See, I did kill Toriel the first time I played Undertale. But I felt so bad about it, I reloaded my save and looked up how to get by her, because I couldn't figure it out. I didn't let it last long enough. And then Flowey knew, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be one of my favorite games of all time right here.
Yep.
That was the trigger. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna love the shit out of this game. I already knew from, like, watching a Let's Play. I watched, like, 5 minutes into it, and then Flowey did the, like, take the friendship pellets. It was like, ha, fuck you, fucker, they're not friendship pellets. And I was like, okay, I need to play this game. It's $10, I'm gonna go get it. And then that hit, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game right here. I'm gonna love the shit out of this game. This game was made for me. And then I made money off of it for, like, 5 years. Same with, like, Coastal Lamb. Like, as soon as I saw the preview video for it, I was like, this is my fucking aesthetic. Satanic and adorable? That's all the things I love!
True. Chloe does the thing, yeah.
Yeah! Plus, I'm a big, like, fan of meta-analysis of stuff. And that's, like, part of Undertale.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed that, too. It's the same with Deltarune. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's less so, like, I don't really think there's much meta with, Cult of the Lamb, but I still enjoy the plot. Like, it's not essential for me. I enjoy the characters a lot more. I think that it's just a fun concept in general. It's a fun thing I haven't really seen played with a lot, too. And I just love the fucking aesthetic. It has been so much fun to do art with it. Oh my god, I love it. I'm just a whore. I'm only a whore. Doing art on the bulletin board.
Gotta have a certain aesthetic.
Oh, I was thinking while I was taking a nap before stream. I've been wanting to do for a while another. I need to finish the one I was doing of the sea monster one, the sea monster yokai. I need to restart that because I didn't like where it was going. But I've been wanting to do like an invisible woman, potentially a vampire, but I think I've settled on invisible woman for a while, where she's only outlined in tattoos. And, like, she's getting undressed and there's only tattoos. But I thought while I was sleeping of... She could be fully naked, and you could see, like, the trench coat, the fashionable trench coat on the door and stuff for the... And sunglasses for, like, the invisible man trope. But she's getting out of, like, the shower, and she's got, like, a towel in front of her that has, like, you know how when you, like, push someone with all the makeup on their face on a thing and it makes a face, like, the Shroud of Turin?
Plant.
Yeah, and she's got like a full body of concealer that's just skin tone, kind of like melting off her in a lot of places. So anything inappropriate is impossible to see because she's invisible. But also under that concealer, there's potentially like tattoos and stuff. I might do 2 versions of it in general, but I think that'll be fun. To have her like all Barbie ways with all the makeup and stuff like that, and like a wig in the background probably. And then like she's rough and tumble under it. I think that would be a fun, like, triple entendre of things.
It would.
I still really love the one I did of the yokai that gives you crow eyes on your arms. Though I don't really think anyone would get, like, the continuity of thought that I used to come up with it, unfortunately. But oh well. It still turned out really nice, so... Oh, you get eyes on your arms when you steal. What do gals do? They like steal cosmetics and stuff to keep up with things. Oh, maybe she also steals eyes out of guys, because, like, gals are thought to, like, date old men for money, but instead she kills them and stuff like that. Like, I was like, oh, this is a good train of thought. No one else is gonna make it but me.
It was a good train of thought.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe I'll do it like a 50s housewife. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Taking off all the makeup, she's got like the pearls on and stuff like that.
Gotta get all dolled up before the Invisible Man gets home.
It'd be more like men seeing women without makeup. It's like horrifying. So it's like a pinup of a woman like getting all naked and taking her makeup off, but there's like nothing under it and stuff like that. You know, that actually gets kind of deep when I think about it. I just wanted to draw a fun pinup. My shit. I got someone. They messed a really nice comment. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna find it real quick and read it. It was on my Tumblr. In an ask. Because I answered it recently. Past all the nudity. Yeah, here he goes. I've been catching up on Ring of Devotion since I've only been checking out here and there and otherwise, and wow, I'm really impressed. Here I thought it was just going to be a bunch of funny and somewhat horny moments, but it's actually amazing. And beyond that, ended up legitimately emotionally invested and even cried a little. You're amazing. Great quality. And I was like, I mean, it was mostly horny and funny moments, but I'm glad. Thanks.
I'm glad that the horny can also make you suffer.
I'm glad it made you cry. And I put in like the whole fact that like I ended up putting so much into it that at one point I was having you spell check like a late comic page and I had to cover my face in embarrassment while you read through it because I didn't realize how much of myself I had put into a lot of it, and you would be able to tell.
Yes.
They can't, but you do.
I know what I'm about.
Yeah. He knows more about me than I do, I swear. The asshole.
Get paid attention to, nerd.
No!
Be known for who and what you are.
Dude, legit, like, this whole thing was supposed to be 3 comics long. Like, that was the original plan. It was the, like, why am I here? Because I'm fucking obsessed with you. A little look into, like, their past in the confession booth, and then, like, they get together and get married, and it ended up so big. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I just kept thinking of things I wanted to add. Though technically it is kinda done now. I'm gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff right now. I want to do the Catnip comic, and I want to do their first time together comic. All of these are smutty. Though lately I've just been enjoying drawing some, you know, like, side stuff. Smut, cute pictures, that kind of thing, because I'm out of doing, like, huge comics. But I'm glad I got as far as I did. It turned out really well, I thought. Like, some of those comics are really good, in my opinion. And I don't usually say that about my own stuff.
It's true.
Usually I hate my own stuff.
That's what we have the clicker for. She's going to pay attention to her own
you
stuff. You
can't get the clicker. You're playing video games. You're just gonna shout click. Put that down!
Yeah, just shout click at you.
Click! I read a good fanfic where the lane went like the at Nari whenever he started thinking bad, because they can read their minds. Which is something I legit thought he could do when we started our relationship. I was like, can he read my mind?
Yes.
Turns out I'm just really bad at hiding how I feel.
It's true.
And I hate that.
My life. Very easily observable.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to be... I want to be stoic so no one worries about me.
Nope. Haha, I like you and pay attention to you. Suffer.
Don't. It just makes you sad.
That doesn't make me sad.
It makes you sad.
It do not.
It makes you worry about me. That makes you sad.
I worry about a lot of things.
I don't want me to be one of them.
Well, then, be you. And then I don't worry. So, meh. I'll Hanna-Barbera you.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera, huh? I like the little bits of touches in this, like, he does, like, if you go with Toxie and you do the little run, he does, like, the little ballet, like, spin the baton thing with it.
I always appreciate his girlfriend, Monster Fucker.
Yes.
Good job. Always up for monster fucker girls. Let's do it!
Yeah. She knows what she's about. That radioactive D. I feel like that means it's gonna end up being like Spooder's man with the darkest day, he killed her with his radioactive spooge or whatever.
I don't know. Like, I didn't see a lot of the later movies. I've only seen 1 and 2. I didn't see the show.
Yeah.
But like, it seemed like they only used her for blind jokes. And they weren't even like necessarily mean blind jokes. It was like
Love is blind.
touching him inappropriately blind jokes, I guess, which he was up for.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is if you like side-scrolling beat-em-ups, this is a good side-scrolling beat-em-up. It's a Toxic Crusader, and it basically just feels like a...
yes, there was a fucking point where Spider-Man got his wife cancer with his radioactive semen.
Because the comic audience just can't have a healthy, stable relationship. That's not what they're about. Even though that is literally the thing that they keep constantly asking for. Stop making Spider-Man an asshole.
Eventually, these fuckers reading the shit will die out, hopefully.
It's not even, it's like, that's the thing. It's not even the assholes reading it. It is just, at this point, the one, like, 2 guys writing it.
Yeah.
That just don't fucking stop. And everyone's like, no, that's not what we want. And then they do it anyways.
I'm gonna do it anyway! Because you told me to!
We didn't tell you to. We actually explicitly asked you not to.
No, like for this point.
Yeah. What's it?
Take care of yourself because I told you to! Because you told me to! Yeah.
God, they've 2 more days because they did it basically 1 more day again. Like, bruh.
Oh my god, Peter, stop divorcing your wife!
Like, bruh, that is their only, like, uh-oh, what do we do? Quick, make him make a deal with the devil again. What? Why?
Because comic books are just a soap opera constantly going through the same shit over and over again.
At least soap operas have some writing
No,
involved.
the fuck they don't! I will fight you on that.
There's some creativity in soap operas.
No, soap operas are about Supernatural level, honestly. That's really what Supernatural did. They just turned into a soap opera where they just repeat the same damn plot points over and over again.
Stop selling your unborn children, jeez. You know who doesn't do that? Wolverine. You know who gets laid all the time? Wolverine.
I would fuck Wolverine.
That's what most of the Marvel Universe says.
I think we'd all fuck Wolverine, let's face it. Just once.
I mean, I don't think anybody would say no.
I don't think Wolverine would fuck us, but I'd fuck Wolverine.
Hercules hasn't said no. Storm hasn't said no. Cyclops probably.
Imagine how much, like, crazy shit Wolverine could do with his healing factor.
Oh yeah.
He could probably get fucking pegged by anyone.
I mean, like, that is the one Wolverine is married to Hercules, so
He could take all the dicks and be fine.
He could take on all the women. I particularly like the Lady Deathstrike as a hate mance with Wolverine.
How long do you think he can keep it up? I bet a lot.
A lot. He has a healing factor. You don't
Would
have
that do that?
You don't have to worry about breaking his dick. He does also have just crazy durability from all the years.
I mean, yeah, he'd probably be a pretty good lay, honestly. Just in general.
Just the sheer technical level that he's got to have gained from hundreds of years.
Thing is, though, would he put in the effort? I guess if he liked you, he would. He'd have to like you, though. We don't guarantee that. You might be just a quick lay.
No, it depends.
Maybe he's got apathy from being alive so long. You don't know.
He does particularly like ladies. Him like Storm a lot.
I trust the knife hands.
him like Nightcrawler.
Who the fuck would like be better at the knife hands? I bet he is so fucking good at fingering, it's crazy. I'm not even lying.
No, yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I bet he's like can control those to the letter.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he can fucking like kill a fly with it and shave himself.
He probably does shave himself with it.
I know Superman shaves himself with his own lasers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the only thing that really can now.
Because Superman's got super stubble.
When does his lasers stop when he shoots them?
Whatever the comic needs.
Alright, that makes sense, yeah. This is why I don't like those, like, battle things, because, like, sometimes it's just what the plot needs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But guys are always like, who would we? It's like, it's not the point. Shut up.
I mean, like, realistically, lasers dissipate in the atmosphere, but also at the same time, like, his laser can, like, carve through, you know, city blocks. So, like, yeah. It's whatever the story needs at the time, and not much else thought was put into it.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter. Could you actually lift a house with balloons like an Up? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the story.
Mm.
You might as well ask, when do all these people poop? That's something I asked as a child. So when do all the people in movies poop? I had to be like, they don't do everything on screen. And I was like, why not? I was a child.
How do they get out of the spandex to poop? Flash solves that. He just gets naked. His whole costume goes back into his ring because he's got super speed. So, canonically, he's just running around naked half the time.
So am I. He's not spitting.
Mm-hmm.
Work from home.
The Green Lanterns do as well. Like, their whole suit's just made from their ring, so unless they actually bothered to put anything on before they suited up, they're just naked.
There's one anime we watched where everyone just projected their clothes onto themselves and just had a basic like skin type thing under it.
Yeah.
I like that actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fun.
Because then you can have whatever style you like.
Yeah.
But you just have like a retro style, so it just looks like you're wearing blue jeans.
I could see that, yeah.
It'd be so hard to do because like you don't have the actual fabric, so now you gotta have like the weathering, which you don't want it to look too weathered, like when they laser the jeans for you and stuff. Because then you look lame.
Well, it'd all be just projected, so I think it would just be whatever you rendered.
Mm-hmm. Me walking around looking like a Roblox ass because I don't know how to render good.
Yeah, whenever you see stuff and like, here's a place where everyone's in the digital world, it's like just guys and outfits and stuff. It's like, no, there'd be furries.
Yeah.
Hundo.
There'd be weird, like, the fucking, I don't know, an animated Tetris block. Like, there'd be weird shit.
Someone would just be a lamp or something, or whatever the fucking latest meme is.
I'm gonna be a toilet.
Yeah!
You're telling me there wouldn't be a fucking Skibbity walking around or an Among Us?
Let's see. 11 of those and 140. I am cramping, so I'm going to just end it there for tonight. We should still have plenty of time because we still got 2 more days. And if not, we'll do some during the week. When I'm less cramped. Let's get everybody organized.
Vicious attack of Krampus.
Legit. This makes it hard to sit.
It. Oh yeah, that's a good stir.
Shut the fuck up, honey.
Yeah.
They don't pay me to make. They don't pay you to make sexy noises. They pay me to make sexy noises.
They can pay me to make sexy noises. Yeah.
Well, no. I was about to say, put like, give points or whatever it is on here. If you want Paul to make sexy noises, but no, I'm not doing that because we're ending. Alright, that's gonna be all for tonight. I will see you guys next Sunday, where I believe, don't you have your schedule next Sunday, so you'll actually be here, or Saturday?
Yeah, I should be getting out at 5.
Yeah, so he'll actually be here, yeah. Anyway, I'll see y'all next Sunday. Same time, same place. Y'all have a good night, okay? I love you, bye-bye!
Bye-bye.